So we're baling away some of the stuff you would have seen me mowing in Monday's video. Big crop stuff also was tedded, and it's that ryegrassy, clovery type of stuff. So it's making lovely bales. You know, you get nice square bales and this kind of stuff. Well, you'll be aiming to get that anyway. Sometimes you don't seem to be able to manage to do that, depending on the machine, I suppose. But today we're going pretty well indeed, and progress is good. So when I came to this job, this is all the farmer's plastic, including the NRF, we'll call it, or the barrel wrap. Adds all his, and we're also putting on additive. And from when I pulled into the gate, I got off the tractor, put on the plastic. I wasn't rushing now, but I was doing it in a timely manner at the same time, and that was 9 minutes. So, you know, if you excluded the front plastic off of that, you'd definitely shave off a couple of minutes. And of course, the more used to putting it on you are, the faster you get at that as well. So, but it's not too bad, to be fair. From my point of view, it's not too bad. You know, to change all the, if you were to change Nathan plastic at the back, it'd probably be a lot of the same amount of time as well. Just waiting on some plastic, so may as well give a walk around. I'm getting more used to this. I've come up with a way of telling. I'm pulling the plastic in towards the centre of the baler with this one, this roll, and the other one you're pulling it with your left hand at the other side, and yeah, that's how I remember how to put them on. There's a diagram there, and then above and top. It's easy to follow it now once I know what I'm doing. I was confused as to whether the auto greaser was working or not, but the lads told me it only works a certain amount of times per hour. I thought it should be spinning constantly, but it's not. It does its own thing basically. You can set it to how much you want it to go off, but it's set to a certain amount now. I don't even know what it's set to, and it'll do that every hour. But like I say, I thought it should have been circling the whole time, spinning the grease, as it were. We'll put an additive box up in that the other evening. So that's another job done to it. I like the pickup. It's very good to clean the ground, and there with that integrated rotor auger setup. But now the last stuff was tedded, so I set off the clutch a good bit, but whatever way it does it, I don't know, it doesn't seem to take grass in lumps. It seems to take it a lot easier. You know, you'd imagine with that thing it'd be so aggressive that it catch it all in one lump and take it in, but it doesn't. It's pretty good that way, to be fair. And honestly, I'm not taking any notice of the transfer time. It's not, I don't think it's slowing me down. I think this is brilliant. It's so much easier to put the plastic on it. It's very, very fast back here. I really like putting the plastic on the back of it. I just think it's easier. But yeah, so far so good. There's 650, 700 up in it there now, and we haven't had to stop yet, thanks be to God. But yeah, that's a change that we haven't had to stop yet in those amount of bales, but probably could do with sticking a number plate up there. We've missed 2 bales so far with rolls of plastic on the front, and it's only missed half of them, so you can still wrap it and throw it off, and you don't even have to do anything. You just make the next bale and it'll put on the 2 of them. For just some unknown reason it goes around the roller. But that's 2 in 650, so that's not bad, to be fair. If we could get away with that, you'd probably, would you miss as many in net? You could. It all depends on the net or something, like, you know. I suppose it depends on the plastic too, different type of plastic. The lads tell me if you use the Silotype Pro stuff, you won't have any misses at all, but 2 misses in 650, or I suppose you could say half misses, then that's something I can live with, surely. This is the trial of it here for me, to see will it go down this hill, or will it transfer it down this hill. And it did the first round. I can't see any reason why it won't do it this one perfectly, not an issue. I'm happy with that, to be fair. That was one of the queries I had in my mind you know, when I'm going downhill, would it actually manage to flip it up onto the wrapper? And it does. So yeah, that's good. Normally the way I work this field is I try and let 2 bales go before I start heading downhill, and it's pretty much flat here now again. So you'd manage away on that side of us. Final few rows of this field, last bit for today. We're sailing now, we're absolutely sailing. I'm in sync with the whole thing. We were setting off our clutch a good bit earlier on. Now we were in tater grass, which wouldn't be a help of course, but I'm just getting a bit better of a feel for, I know where my limits are and where my limits aren't, and all of that. I'm just taking it a little bit easier, and we're flying. We're absolutely flying it now. I am impressed, to be fair. I am impressed with it. I honestly think the plastic up the front is a winner. But yeah, like I say, I'm getting more used to it. I did turn off the beeper for when your bale on the back is wrapped, because that was absolutely doing my head in. That was driving me mad, because it was a constant beep that wasn't too dissimilar to the beep for the full bale, and I ended up driving when I had the full bale and stuff like that. So that's been a huge help. Like, I know once the symbol is up on the screen, I have to drop a bale off and I have the camera there, and it's second nature anyway. When you're in this kind of ground, you know you have to drop a bale off every single time. When you're in the fine level field, you just put her in auto, but it's fields like this you're in, when you don't have them in auto and you have to reverse around to let them across the hill, you know. So it's no bother without the beep. The beep was very, very, very annoying, I must say. Also, her warning beep is very annoying. Now, like, it's serving its purpose. It should be annoying because you'll solve the problem then, but it's irritating, especially if you're trying to figure out what the problem is and it's beeping at you, you know. And I suppose trying to figure out the problem is the wrong way to put it. Trying to figure out the solution to it, you know, I mightn't exactly know what button to press immediately, but whereas in the last baler with our buttons up and down here, and I'd be playing that piano, I just knew where they were and I just knew what to press without thinking twice about it, and that just is the difference. I'm sure if I had, what did I make with them? I suppose I made 70, no I didn't know, I made 50,000 bales I suppose altogether, up along with the other brand, and if I had 50,000 done with these up along, I'd be doing this in my sleep. So we'll get there. We'll be probably in the next day or two, we'll have over our 1,000 on it, and I think that's a pretty good trial of it. I think and I am happy so far. I don't have any regrets in going this road whatsoever. So once I've this on, it's back to the yard. My battery is gone, so I'm gonna see what's going on. But the lads were reseeding, and there was also mowing going on for the next 2 days. So I should be able to see him from down the road here another bit. In the next place he's going mowing, and I'll know when I get home anyway what the crack is. So that's today's little update. Thank you very much for the comments, the likes and all the feedback. It's much appreciated. I'll chat to you later.